Question number 7, Jacinda Ardern.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Social Development and asks, what advice has she received about the number of methamphetamine labs that have been found by police to have children present, and how many of these children have been subsequently removed by SIFs?
Honourable Chester Burrows.
On behalf of the Minister, I can advise that, as per written response to her written question, these numbers are not gathered centrally on a crime-specific basis. The interventions that are made on a house-by-house, case-by-case basis are done according to a protocol signed up by police, and child safety is at the forefront of those decisions.
Supplementary question, Jacinda Ardern.
Supplementary to the Minister. Does SIFs have a formal protocol for children found living in homes with methamphetamine labs? If not, why not? And when can we expect to see one?
Honourable Chester Burrows.
On behalf of the Minister, interventions that are made as a result of crimes committed with the police are conducted in respect of a protocol that was drafted in 2010. It is currently being reviewed at the moment, and ongoing discussions between police and SIFs with respect specifically to methamphetamine labs as part of those discussions.
Point of order.
Point of order, Jacinda Ardern.
Mr. Speaker, I asked specifically about the SIFs protocol. The police protocol I am aware of, which has been around since 2009, but there is no SIFs protocol.
Would the member please just repeat the question? It might not be heard.
Does SIFs have a formal protocol for children found living in homes with methamphetamine labs? If not, why not? And when can we expect to see one?
Honourable Chester Burrows.
My understanding is that there are, on behalf of the Minister, my understanding is that there are discussions going on currently between the police and SIFs as to a memorandum of understanding which would form the basis of that protocol currently. They are in discussion. What is the protocol that is being operated on at the moment is a generic criminal memorandum of understanding protocol that operates between the police and SIFs but is not crime-specific.
Supplementary. Mr. Speaker. How long will it take for her department to settle on a protocol to protect these children when more than 480 have been found in meth labs already? The police have had one for several years, and SIFs have said they've been working on one for more than 12 months now.
Honourable Chester Burrows.
On behalf of the Minister, as I understand it, there are 384 children found in 199 methamphetamine labs. And in the same time frame of those offences, the police have referred 250,000 children to SIFs for dealing with and for consideration of intervention, not including those young children on the premises where family violence has occurred. In terms of what the time frame would be for the completion of that protocol, I don't have that information in front of me, except that it is urgent for the department. They are working with the police currently, and that's the way it should be. Bearing in mind, when we're dealing with these sorts of matters, the police have one role and SIFs have another role.
A point of order, Right Honourable Winston Peters.
Mr. Speaker, one could not be other than concerned to have a minister answering questions which deny Parliament information on the basis that there's some sort of protocol. Then he gives a figure for the number of children who are found to be present at a methamphetamine lab discovery. Right?
Well, I'm trying to ascertain what the point of order is.
Right. Well, and then he knows how many were found when there was a meth lab discovery, but he can't say how many were removed. Now, Mr. Speaker, we are being deliberately denied essential knowledge for parliamentarians to make a decision here.
Order. Yeah, the Minister at all time, in my mind, has addressed the questions adequately. He said right at the start of the first question that the information as requested was not gathered. We've moved on from that question. Supplementary question, Jacinda.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Does she think it's acceptable?
Order.
Order, Mr. Speaker. To clarify the point of order made by the previous speaker, the numbers that the member in asking her question referred to was not referring to the same period as the numbers that the children I were referring to. I was talking about the execution of search warrants and the discovery of 199 methamphetamine labs and 384 children found in those labs. It was not part of the same question, but it did relate to the number I later gave of 250,000.
And that's now becoming another answer to the question. Further supplementary, Jacinda Ardern.
Supplementary to the Minister. Why do the police collect information on how many children are found in the homes of methamphetamine labs, but SIFs, who are charged with their care and protection, do not collect that information?
Honourable Chester Burrows.
On behalf of the Minister, it's not true to say that SIFs don't collect that information. That information is collected on a region-by-region basis as matters are intervened with on a case-by-case basis. If that information was collected nationally, it wouldn't change the protocol, it wouldn't change the response, and it wouldn't change the outcome for those children living in that situation.
Point of order, Right Honourable Winston
Mr.
Peters.
Speaker, that is my precise point of my original point of order, which is now we're being told that the information is available region by region. The Minister's had 3.5 hours for his department to find out, region by region, the total number. Why is Parliament being denied this important information?
Does the member want to speak to the point of order? Speaking to the point of order, Honourable Chester Burrows.
That wasn't the subject of the original question.
Speaker.
The point of order, Jacinda.
Just for further the Speaker's clarification, I asked that question on notice, Mr. Speaker. I've asked it in written form before and been denied that information by the Minister.
At the end of the time, it's now for the Parliament, the House here and the public to judge the quality of answers that have been given. I've become increasingly more confused by the answers that have been given, but that be the case. The Minister started by saying information wasn't available, wasn't gathered in that form. He's then proceeded to give further information, but maybe that was sourced from police rather than SIPs. So if the member wishes to ask further supplementaries, that's a point of order. Right Honourable Winston.
Mr. Speaker, I'm sorry. The fact is that that's very particular, specific question on notice, and apparently in writing before has been asked, and it's about how many of these children have been removed by Child, Youth and Family Services as a result of methamphetamine lab discovery by the police. Now, we started off with, well, we can't have the information because that's subject to a protocol, and then we got to, well, yes, the information is available region by region. Now, if that is the case, surely the Minister can tell us what region by region, after 3.5 hours in time to prepare, that all adds up to.
Well, it's not my job here to design the answer for the Minister. The Minister started the question, and at that stage the House actually accepted his answer that such information as requested wasn't gathered. Subsequent supplementaries have gleaned some information. I can do no more today with the particular answer that has been given by the Honourable Minister. Point of order, Honourable Trevor Mallard.
Mr. Speaker, I think you were sort of like right at the beginning, and you were right in the first part of your. Well, Mr. Speaker, you know, credit when it's due.
But the member, please come to his point of order.
Mr. Speaker, I am now getting to the second point, and that is that in the past, speakers have advised ministers to get their officers to use old-fashioned technology like a phone and get on the phone to the regions and get the answer.
And we are moving forward now. If there are no further supplementaries, we're going further supplementary. Supplementary question, Jacinda Ardern.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Does she think it's acceptable that there are reports of children being found in meth labs, being removed by SIFs, only to be returned to caregivers who, after being bailed, have continued to cook meth with children in the home? If not, what will she do about it?
Honourable Chester Burrows.
On behalf of the Minister, I'm not aware of such a case specifically. If that is drawn to my attention, then I'd certainly have that investigated. My understanding is that when a clan lab has been searched and children are located, they are taken into care. They are then put back they may be put back, or they may be given to other members of the family, or that other caregivers may be found for them as is appropriate for that particular situation.
Question number 8, Materia Ture.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Tēnā koutou te whare.